Hi everyone, today we are going to be talking everything from The Ordinary. All of the products in this video I think are the best of the best that The Ordinary have to offer. So if you're after some affordable skincare that is really going to do the job, this is the video to watch. So you are definitely not going to need to go out and buy every single one of the products that features in this video and try and squeeze them into your routine for 4 different reasons. One, there are a lot of products that feature in this video and you do not want to be applying that many products to your skin every single day. It's just not necessary. 2, you actually can't mix all of these products together in the same routine because some of them will counteract each other, and if you mix some of them together, you may get some irritation. 3, some of these products fit into a category, and all of the products within that category do a very similar job. They just might work in slightly different ways. So I will recommend one for somebody with an oily skin, and I might recommend one for somebody with a dry skin, and vice versa. And 4, not all these products are going to be suitable for you. Some of these products are for reducing dark spots, pigmentation, and if you don't have dark spots and pigmentation, I mean, why would you want to fit those into your routine? Again, reiterating, you do not need to go out and buy all of these products. Be very, very selective, and if you are wondering which ones are safe to mix together into the same routine, The Ordinary do a great page and I will link it below. So let's get straight on with it. If you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I'm actually a trained beauty therapist and esthetician here in the UK, but I no longer practice in a clinic as my full-time job is now YouTube. I upload new videos on YouTube every single week, and I would absolutely love it if you would come and join the Pampered Wolfpack by clicking on that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. So, there will be no vitamin C products in this video. Not that The Ordinary doesn't do some amazing vitamin C products, although I don't like some of the textures of their vitamin C products. It's just that my skin does not like vitamin C. There is only one product that I have never had a reaction to that is a vitamin C product, and that's from SkinCeuticals and costs an absolute fortune. I like to test out products for a considerable amount of time, especially skincare, before I feature them in a video. And because my skin does not like vitamin C, and vitamin C does not like my skin, I just haven't been able to test those out. So if you do have a favorite vitamin C product from The Ordinary, I would really, really appreciate it if you could list your recommendations in the comment section for everyone to read. So there are many reasons why I love The Ordinary so much, and I still feature their products in my skincare routine today. 1, there are never any unnecessary ingredients within the skincare formulas. No essential oils, no fragrances. If it's not necessary, it's not in there. 2, really, really powerful active ingredients, and they don't mix their active ingredients, which is absolutely great. If you are sensitive to a specific ingredient, you know exactly what's going to be in the formula, and it helps you pick and choose what is necessary for your specific skin. And 3, there are no bells and whistles with The Ordinary. The packaging is bog standard, you know, it's not fancy packaging. If there are no bells and whistles, it means you're not paying a lot for the packaging, which means they can give it you at a much more affordable price. So you can afford a skincare routine that is absolutely top notch for a fraction of the cost without all those little added extras. So let's kick it off with the basics. Everyone needs a cleanser in their routine, and The Ordinary has a beautiful one. This has been one of my staple products in my skincare routine for such a long time, and I may divert and go and try different cleansers from time to time, and I do love a balm cleanser, I do love an oil cleanser, but I always come back to this one. This is suitable for all skin types. You apply it to a dry face, massage it in, and then wet it with a little bit of water, massage it again to emulsify it, and remove it either with a splash of water or with a little cloth. I love it. No, it doesn't have that fragrance that's going to transport you mind, body, and spirit to a really expensive, luxurious spa, but it does the job it needs to do. It cleanses the skin, and it does it in a very, very gentle way, using ingredients that are very similar to the natural ingredients that you will find in your skin. Now, I've not been able to get my hands on one of these for such a long time, and then it's now available on the Deciem website, so I will link it below for you if you've also been struggling to get your hands on these. It's like gold dust, but at the moment, it's in stock. Moving on to the next basic, a moisturizer. Everybody needs a moisturizer in their routine, and this one is suitable for all skin types. It's the natural moisturizing factor plus hyaluronic acid, and I adore this. This is so beautiful on my dry skin, but light enough to use in the morning as well as in the evening. I don't think I would recommend this to anybody with seriously oily skin because this may be slightly too heavy for you. So although this does say it's suitable for all skin types, be slightly selective if you have a really oily skin. This is great for evening use for you, but maybe not for morning use. I adore it. It's a really nice thick consistency. It spreads beautifully, sinks in very nicely and effortlessly, and it just does wonders for my dryness. Really love it. The next basic I would usually move on to talk about would be an SPF. Super important to have a really good SPF in every single skincare routine. However, unfortunately, I'm not really a big fan of the SPFs that are available from The Ordinary. So I am going to skip over that little basic, but please make sure you do have a really good SPF in your skincare routine. So now we've finished the basic products, let's move on to the added extras. The first added extra that I would always recommend that you have in your routine is a retinoid. Now, I'm not a massive fan of the retinoids in Squalane because I don't think they absorb very well. They tend to sit on the surface of my skin and not do very much, and if they're sat on the surface, they're not getting to where they need to be. However, The Ordinary do a Granactive retinoid in Emulsion, which is only at 2%, so it is a weak strength. I mean, it's nothing up there with tretinoin that is super potent. This is the bottom of the ladder. This is where I would point you towards if you are just starting out your retinoid journey or you're wanting to apply a retinoid to your neck, because this is the one that I feel is gentle enough for neck use. I really like this. It absorbs really nicely, it feels really nice on the skin, and if you are a complete novice to retinoids, this is a really nice gentle one to kickstart your retinoid journey. It also does the job. So you will see a reduction in any breakouts, any acne. You will also see a reduction in any pigmentation on the surface of the skin. And this will help to boost that collagen production and smoothing out those fine lines and wrinkles. This is an amazing product to build up your skin's tolerance to retinoids. And a lot of people skip this product altogether and jump into something a little stronger. I wouldn't recommend that you do that if you're just starting out. I love this product. Once you can tolerate this, you can then jump into something a little stronger and your skin will thank you for starting off slightly weaker. I'm really annoyed that The Ordinary don't do this in a stronger strength in this emulsion formula because I just think the formula is fantastic, and like I said, I'm not too keen on the ones in Squalane. Let's talk acid exfoliation. There are several to choose from The Ordinary. You will be able to find one that suits your skin. You will just have to pick and choose which one is right for you. Some of these may be too aggressive for you, so start off weak and build up tolerance. Once again, very important. So if you have a sensitive skin or you're just starting out with acid exfoliators, this is where I would point you towards. This is the lactic acid, and they do this in a 5% and a 10% solution plus hyaluronic acid. This is a great acid exfoliator, but not only is it an acid exfoliator, so it will get rid of those dead skin cells, revealing beautiful, glowing, youthful skin underneath, but it's also a humectant, so it will draw in moisture and really hydrate the skin as well. So it's a double whammy with this product. This also has a larger molecular structure than some of the other products that I'm going to share with you in this video. So it will work on surface exfoliation and just slightly deeper exfoliation. It won't penetrate really deeply into the skin, so you're less likely to get irritation from this one. In my opinion, I think this leaves a little bit of tackiness on the surface of the skin, which I don't think is unpleasant, but I wanted to make you aware of it. I apply a moisturizer over the top of this, which I would definitely recommend. Not only do you want to make sure that your skin is nourished, but you also want to seal in that hydration from the hyaluronic acid. You do not want it escaping from your skin, so lock it in with a moisturizer. Preferably the natural moisturizing factors, which I I've already mentioned in this video. Next up in acid exfoliators is the Glycolic acid 7% toning solution. This stuff is gold. I adore this, and you get a lot of product for your money. A full 240 mils. This is going to last you a long time. I use this on my body as well as using this on my face. Now, even though it is an AHA, the molecular structure of this is slightly smaller, so it will be more aggressive than the lactic acid that I've just mentioned. So if you are just starting out, be warned. Although this is perfectly safe for you to use, you may want to start off with the lactic acid first. I really like this. Again, slight bit of tackiness to the surface of the skin once you've used this, but seal it in with a little bit of moisturizer and that tackiness goes away anyway. The lactic acid is suitable for all skin types. The glycolic acid, unless you have sensitive skin, is also suitable for all skin types. And this next one is for more blemish prone skin. So it is a complete myth that you only get breakouts and blackheads when you have an oily skin. That is just not the case, and I am proof of that. I have a lot of dry patches on my skin and I suffer with a lot of breakouts. So this product really helps me out. There are two to choose from in this range. I'm talking about salicylic acid. Now, salicylic acid is a BHA. BHAs have a much smaller molecular structure and they're also oil soluble. So they really penetrate into that pore, clean it out deep down and just reduce those breakouts, clearing up the skin whilst also exfoliating the surface of the skin as well. Now, BHAs tend to be more aggressive than AHAs because of their molecular structure and because they penetrate so deeply into the skin. Until recently, The Ordinary didn't really have one that was suitable for a dry skin. They now have. So there are two different BHAs to choose from The Ordinary, both as good as one another, but completely different in feel and formula and consistency and texture, and you need to pick the right one for you. Now, both of them can be used in the same way. If you want to, if you are seriously blemish prone and you're wanting to do an all over exfoliation, you can apply this all over the skin, missing out the delicate eye area, and I personally wouldn't apply this to my neck. Back of the neck, yes. Front of the neck, probably no. But you can also just spot treat with both of these treatments as well. So you don't need to apply it all over the face unless you want to. If you get a blemish or you can feel one coming, just pop a little bit on the top of the blemish and that blemish will go a lot faster. So the two products on offer are the salicylic acid 2% original solution, and you want to pick that if your skin is oily or normal. If your skin is dry, then the salicylic acid 2% anhydrous solution is the one to go for. If your skin is not dry, you do not want to go for this one. It's slightly oilier in texture. It doesn't sink in as fast, and you will probably be a little disappointed. This is amazing for anybody with a dry skin though. So if you have dry skin or sensitive skin, the salicylic acid 2% anhydrous solution is the one that you should go for. Anybody else, choose the salicylic acid 2% original solution. Let's talk skin brightening. Now, this first product is one that can be used by all skin types. It does what it does extremely well, but in a very gentle way, and very few people get irritation from this product. This is also my mum's most repurchased product in her skincare routine. She's been using it for a really long time now, had great success, and would not be without it. She's tried lots of other brands, and this is the one she always comes back to. It's the Niacinamide 10% plus Zinc 1% solution. Now, you don't need to have niacinamide at 10% to get results. Niacinamide works at much lower strengths, but because you get very little irritation with niacinamide, I don't see the harm in having it at a 10% strength. This will help even out your skin tone. It is a really good skin brightener. It will also help regulate your oil production and is a great antioxidant as well. Moving up a gear in strength, if you really want to do a number on that pigmentation, I highly recommend the Azelaic acid 10% solution. Now, I don't like the consistency of this. I tend to mix it with a little bit of my CeraVe moisturizer and then apply it to my skin that way. The reason I'm not keen on the consistency so much is I feel like this dries on the surface of the skin sometimes and then pills when you apply your makeup, which is never good. So by just applying a little bit of your moisturizer into the mix, you are going to weaken the formula slightly, but only ever so slightly. It will aid absorption and it will just feel a lot nicer on your skin, in my opinion. Some people get great benefits out of this using it on its own, and I am not going to argue with you if you're one of those people, but personally for me, I like to mix this with a little bit of my moisturizer. It does a great job at reducing any hyperpigmentation, any extra pigmentation that you have on your skin, and azelaic acid is also anti-inflammatory and antibacterial, so great for those spot-prone skins. If you are blemish-prone, you do get a lot of breakouts, these will reduce your breakouts and will also reduce any acne scarring that you get after the breakout as well. Because this is also an anti-inflammatory, this will reduce your redness. Amazing for anybody suffering with rosacea. If you suffer with rosacea and you don't have azelaic acid in your routine, highly recommend that you do, and this is a nice one. And my final recommendation for that stubborn hyperpigmentation, age spots, if you have those and they just will not leave you alone, I definitely recommend alpha-arbutin 2% plus hyaluronic acid. This will really help to reduce those age spots and hyperpigmentation over time. You can spot treat with this if you just want to apply it to those areas of hyperpigmentation, or you can apply this to the whole face. Let's move on to potent antioxidants. Antioxidants are key to any powerful skincare routine. You really do need to offer your skin that protection from free radical damage and those environmental aggressors. Super, super important. This next product offers all of that protection in spades. It's the EUK 134 at 0.1%. This is such a powerful antioxidant and absolutely amazing at what it does. Now, you may have heard me talk about the NIOD Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist. I love this stuff. I use it every single day, both morning and evening. If you can't stretch the NIOD Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist, it is quite pricey. You do get quite a lot of it at 240 mils, but that does not take away the price. If you can't really stretch to that, but you want all of the protection and all of the hydration that this gives, I would buy the EUK 134 at 0.1% and mix it with the Marine Hyaluronics. Both of these mixed together will give you something very similar to the NIOD Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist, and for a fraction of the cost. So I prefer the Marine Hyaluronics to the Ordinary's hyaluronic acid solution. I think it's got a lighter feel and texture. It doesn't leave a stickiness to the surface of my skin. It's also an excellent humectant, just like the hyaluronic acid serum, but it also has those added exopolysaccharides and glycoproteins, which are amazing for your skin. So if I had to pick one over the other, it would be this one every single day. And like I said, mixed with the EUK 134 0.1%, very similar to this. And finally, let's move on to peptides. Peptides are those proteins that hold everything together. Without them, your skin will be saggy and loose, and with them, your skin is much firmer, much tighter, much plumper, and less wrinkles, less fine lines. They're just amazing ingredients. Now, there are lots of different peptide solutions to choose from The Ordinary. I think I've tried them all. I think I must have tried them all over the last few years. These ones are my current favorites. Now, I have been known to use a peptide solution, get no irritation whatsoever, and then all of a sudden get some irritation with that particular product. In that instance, I would then move on to a different peptide solution. So I don't use all of these at the same time. One peptide solution in your routine will be enough, or it should be enough. So I've had a lot of reports of people people getting irritation from the buffet solution from The Ordinary. That has been a regular comment in the comment section of my skincare videos. If you are one of those people, I would recommend that you switch to Matrixyl 10% plus hyaluronic acid. It may be the hyaluronic acid in the formula that's causing you some irritation. Maybe you're not sealing in that hydration and your skin's starting to get a little itchy, red and sore because you're losing hydration because you're not locking in the hydration. That can sometimes happen. But sometimes it's the particular ingredient that is causing you a little bit of irritation, namely the peptide. So I would recommend you switch to Matrixyl. I love this one. It does pretty much the same thing as Buffet, but you don't have that, well, buffet of peptides within the formula. It's not a massive cocktail. It's just Matrixyl as a peptide within the cocktail. So it's a little less aggravating for those of you that are sensitive to peptides, and it does the job. Nice and firming, reduces those wrinkles. It's just a lovely, lovely formula. For those of you wanting my opinion on Argireline, I really like it. I think it's a lovely peptide solution, but there is a huge but. Now, The Ordinary are not guilty of this. There was somebody on YouTube, I think, said it first, that this was Botox in a bottle. And a lot of people are saying that this is Botox in a bottle. Let me clarify right here, right now. If you are wanting this to give you the same results as having Botox, you are going to be seriously, seriously disappointed. It is not going to do that for you. It will, however, smooth out those fine lines, make everything seem a lot smoother, plumper. So I understand why they've called it Botox in a bottle, but yeah, do not go into this and buy this thinking that it's going to do exactly the same job, because it won't. This is, however, like Botox, great for those areas and portions of skin that are prone to developing folds. So your forehead, around your eyes, your mouth area. It's a great peptide solution to smooth everything off and just make everything look firmer and more youthful. So yeah, I do like this. It's a lovely product. But yeah, it's not going to give you the same results as Botox. Botox is going to cost you a lot more for good reason. If you've been using Argireline for quite some time, you've had the most amazing results and completely disagree with what I'm saying, then please let me know in the comment section. Share your thoughts and experiences with the rest of the pack. I'm sure they will want to know, and I'm definitely curious. I've not been using it long enough yet, but I'm willing to give it a go. Before I wrap this video up, I just want to mention a little thing about application. I get a lot of people saying they get pilling when they apply their products from The Ordinary. And usually it's because you're using too much. 2 to 3 drops is all you need of each product that you're using within your routine. Any more than that, the product will start to dry on the surface of your skin rather than sinking into the skin. And then once it's dried on the skin, it creates a film on the surface. So as soon as you start to put something else over the top of that film, it's going to start pilling and breaking away. You don't want that. Just apply a very small amount. 2 to 3 drops of the serum. It's all you need. Lock it in with a moisturizer, then use your SPF, and you're out the door. So they're my top picks from The Ordinary, but what are yours? Do let everybody know what products you use and you've had great results from in the comment section. Share your experiences and your knowledge with the rest of the pack. I really hope you've enjoyed this video and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.